In this lecture, we will discuss how to write an embedded C program to find the largest and smallest element in an array. Okay. First, we will discuss how to find the largest element in an array. After that, we will discuss or how we can modify that program to find the smallest. Okay. No other information is given in this particular question, so we'll assume that the values are stored in external RAM. So this is the external RAM, and assume that some location 4200H onwards we are storing the value in external RAM, and finally we need to store the result in internal RAM location 40H. Okay, these are some assumptions. You can take any other memory location. For this particular example, I will assume that arrays are stored in external memory location. So we need to find the biggest array, biggest element in the array. Okay. So when you develop the logic, we will assume that uh, we need to compare with one value. Initially, there is no such values. So we will assume that either we will allocate one memory location. In this particular case, we will allocate a memory location 40H, that's the internal RAM location. Internal RAM location 40H is used to store the largest number. Okay, and initially we will assume that the 40H is loaded with 00. Okay, this is one logic. This is not compulsory. We can also load the first number into 40H also. And one more assumption that all numbers are unsigned 8-bit numbers. Okay, and we can compare the first, for example, if you are storing the element from 4200H onwards, and in this particular case, assume that the values are storing from external RAM 4200H onwards. The first location holds a length of the array. So assume that the 4200H holds the length of the array. Means the next 5 locations contain some values, and we need to find the largest of that 5 element within that 5 element. So the first element is stored in 4201 actually. Either you can store 00 in 40H, or you can store the first element, that is the content of 4201H, you can load into 40H. The two logic you can use. First we will discuss with 00, that is the, we will assume that the largest number is 00. From this point onwards, we will compare. Okay, so we'll take the content of 40H and we will compare with the first location, that is 4201H. And if the value is greater in 4201H, we will load that value into 40H. And after that, we will access the content of 4202, and we will compare with the content of 40H. And if the content of 4202 is greater than content of 40, we will again store the content of 4202 in 40H. Okay, that process will continue. So this is the basic idea of this particular program. Now we'll discuss this example. See here, you can see that 420 is loaded with 5, means the array size is 5. So we will compare up to this. Okay, 1 to 5. And first 40H is loaded with 00. Okay, and we will compare with the content of 4201, that is AF. So in the next operation, 40 will be loaded with the AF, because AF is greater than 00. And after that, we'll compare with 4202, that is EF. And if you compare with AF, uh, EF is higher, so we'll load with EF. And after that, you know that in 03, the content is DF. And if you compare with the EF, EF is higher, so we'll keep that. And after that, we can see that in 4204, the content is FF, and FF is higher than this EF, so 40 will be loaded with FF. So after the next location, it's BF, and BF is less than FF, so 40 will be again loaded with FF. So finally, after the execution, you can see the largest number is loaded in 40H. So this is the logic. Either you can start from 00 onwards, or you can first load the content of 4201 in 40. Okay, we'll try both. Now we'll discuss the program or algorithm. We already explained the theory, and So we need some address pointer to point the external memory location. So we'll use this variable num as a pointer, and we'll load with 4200. Okay. And we need one loop control variable. So we'll initialize I is equal to 0. Okay. Later, if required, we can change to 1 or 2 or etc. And first we can read the content count value from 4200, because 4200 is loaded with the count value, and we can store into count register. After that, you can initialize the internal memory location 40H to store the largest number, and initially we will load it with 00. Okay, we'll assume that the 00 is the largest number, and the remaining array values we will check with 00. Okay. Uh, Next step, we will increment the loop variable I. Okay, now the loop variable I is equal to 1. Okay, because initially 0, and source address pointer by num. Okay, num is already loaded with 4200, so now it is 4200 plus 1. Okay, the content of 4201 is compared with 40H, and if it is less, okay, the content of 40H, and we require a slight modification, it's actually greater than. Okay, so in order to check the largest number, the content of num plus I will be checked with the content of 40H, and the external memory location content is higher than the content of 40H. We will move to step 7. In step 7, we will load the content of, in this particular example, 4201 is loaded to 40. Okay, so memory location 40 with loaded with the content of 4201. Okay, otherwise we will go to step 8, and we will check the count variable and the value of I. Okay, and if I is less than count, we will again go to step 5, and we will increment the loop variable, and again we will read the next location, that is 4200 plus 2. Okay, that is actually 4202. Now we'll read the content of 4202, and we will compare with the uh, content of 40H. Okay, and the process will continue. So this is a basic logic, and now we'll discuss the program. So when you define the program, you can see that in embedded C program, hash include array 51.h is a initial statement we required, and next statement is a main function, and within the main function we will declare the variables. So here you can see that this indicated as X data to point the external memory. This is an embedded C keyword, and we'll declare num as the pointer, external RAM pointer, and also we required some other variables that we can define internally. That's why we are not using this X data. So unsigned character, count, and the largest num. And this largest num is also declared as a pointer, because we need to store the final result in memory location 40H. So we need to declare this largest num variable as a pointer. And here you can see that largest num pointer is loaded with 40H, because the final result is loaded into internal RAM location 40H. And we will also declare one variable count to store the count value. This is not compulsory. You can directly access that value. It's up to you. Either you can avoid this variable, or you can use it. Okay. Otherwise, you can directly access the count, like the content of num. Okay. In this way, also you can access. And next, we can define another variable for the loop control, that is I. And this I is declared as int, because already we discussed in the array program. And when you increment, if you declare I as a character, the maximum value you can store is 255. And in the loop, if it is incrementing more than that, 255 plus 1, and if I is declared as character, it again loaded with 00. So it becomes an infinite loop. So in order to avoid that, we will use int as, sorry, the loop control variable as int. Is it 2 byte will be allocated. So we can maximum, we can use 565 535. Okay, it's a 2 byte, but usually we don't require that 2 byte. That's why in some cases we will use I as character, loop control variable as character itself. In this particular program, I will use this variable I as integer type. And here you can see the largest num is a pointer, and the first address is loaded with 40h. And the next statement, you can see that that location is loaded with 0. Okay, we will assume that 0 is the largest number. Either you can use this concept, or you can directly store the first memory location, the content of 4201 in this particular location. Okay, we'll try that also. Next, you can see that pointer, external RAM pointer num is loaded with 4200. After that, the count variable is loaded with the content of 4200. Then loop starts. Initially, we need to access the content of 4201, and the numbers loaded with the 4200. So we'll initialize I is equal to 1. Okay. And here we'll check the condition I less than or equal to count, and the condition is valid. So we'll move to if largest num. Okay. And we will compare it with num plus I. Okay. Here the content of 40h will be compared with the content of 4201. So this is the first instruction. Okay. And if the content of 4201 is greater, okay, here it is put less than, because the content of 40h is first written and second 4201. That's why. If you are writing 4201 first, you need to write greater and 40. Okay. And here 40 is written first, then second you are writing 4201. And if this condition is valid, means the content of 4201 is higher. So we need to load the largest number with the content of 4201. That's the next statement. And after that, again, you can go back to the loop. Again, you can avoid this curly bracket because one instruction we are using, that is if. And we will increment I to next value I plus 1. We will access the content of 4202 next, and we'll do the process again. And when the condition violates, it comes to this particular point, that's infinite loop. So program control will hang in this particular point. Now we'll see how we can run this program in compiler, and how we can check this program. Now we can see how we can debug this particular program in write C compiler. You can also use any other compiler. The view will be slightly different, that's all. So now I am using a write C compiler for that. After successfully, you can build the project. You can see that build is successful. Now we can start debug. And in debug, you need to access X data view, that is an external RAM memory view. And in Keil compiler, this view is different. And we'll also require the data view, because we need to verify the internal RAM location. First, we can store the count value and random numbers in 4200 onwards, and assume that 4200 is loaded with 4, because the count value is 4 now. And we can put some values. Let be 2, sorry, 3, 2, and 7, and 1. Okay. So this is the array size. First location is the array size, that is 4. Next 3, 2, 7, 1 are loaded. Now we can start debugging the program by clicking into step into command. So program is executing now. The largest num, so the content of 40h is loaded with 0, 0, and count value is loaded into count register. Okay. After that, the loop is executing. Okay. Here you can see that the first value in the content of 40 can verify the content of 40. Initially it's loaded with 40. Now executing the program. So first you can see 3. When you compare with the 0 and 3, the first value is higher. So now we can check the next loop. Okay. Okay, after executing, you can see that now the content is 7. Okay, so 7 is the largest number, and finally it will verify the 1 also. So if you come look at this particular array, the largest number is 7. So the content of 48 is 7. So this is the working of the program. And we can slightly modify the program. I already mentioned instead of storing 0, you can store the first value. I'll show you how we can modify this program. Now you can see this is the editor window. In editor window, I slightly modified the program like this. Instead of storing largest number is equal to 0, here you can see the value is largest number is loaded with the content of num plus 1. That is a content of 4201, because 420 is the first location. That's a count value after the first number is in 4201. The first, we will assume that the first number is the largest number, and we will load into the variable largest number. Okay, so when you are accessing the first number, you can start the count from loop variable from 2 onwards, because we already accessed the first number. Now we need to compare with the second number onwards. So here I can start from 2 onwards. That's a modification. So after the program is already successfully built, now we can start debugging. In 4200, you can see that we load with 4, and it be 6, 9, 2, 4. Okay, so these are the values, and we'll also need to verify the content of 40. So we'll start the execution. So you can the first 40h is loaded with 6. That's the first element. Okay, now we'll compare with the 6, and I will access the next value, and next value is 9. So definitely it will change. Now we can see it's 9. After that, it's 2 and 4. There will not be any change. So after the execution, you can see the content of 40h is loaded with the 9. Okay, this is the program for to find the largest. Similarly, we'll discuss how we can, so if you slightly modify the program, you can convert this program into find the smallest. We'll see how it is possible. Now this is a program for finding the smallest value. You can slightly modify this program of largest that we already explained. So here you can see that instead of largest, I just put another variable, that is smallest num, and we'll allocate the memory location 40h for smallest, because smallest is declared as a character. Okay, so already we explained smallest is equal to num plus 1. So we will assume that the smallest number is the first number. Okay. So here will not it will not work that if you put 0 0. So always make sure that you are not writing that concept, because if you store 0 0 in the smallest number initially, that will be the smallest. Okay, so program will not work properly, because always you will get a 0 in the case of smallest. And for that, when you write the smallest to find the smallest number, always use this particular concept, that the first number you can assume as smallest number. And this is the logic. And if you access the first value, then you can start the loop from 2 onwards. Now we'll debug this particular program. Okay, debug the program. Initially we can load the count value in 4200. Let be 4, and you can load some values 7, 3, 0. We can load 1, and finally 5. Okay, so smallest value is 1. We'll try how the program. Initially the program is executing. Now we can see the smallest number we'll assign num plus 1. That is the content of 4201 is loaded into 40H. So you can see that 7 is loaded in 40H because the first number is 7. We'll assume that this is the smallest number, and now we'll start the execution. And from next number onwards, we will execute, we will compare, and after execution, you can see that the content of 40 is loaded with 1. That's the smallest number. Okay. Thank you.